So artificial intelligence is also what we call machine intelligence. So that is where the machine is demonstrating and doing tasks which we think by a natural phenomenon comes only out of the natural intelligence displayed by human beings. So but that said, it's a kind of a complex technology that is being used and allowing machines to do a lot of work that humans do today. But that said, this is only possible when you are actually making the machine learn a lot of things before it is able to do. And this is only possible when you feed in a lot of quality information within the tool. So the more quality information you feed, the more quantity that you feed, the more it learns and the more it starts doing. So there are a lot of ways of how organizations are using it in their learning and development offerings. Like I said, sometimes it's through the LMS. There is artificial intelligence enabled on the LMS. Sometimes it is in the different applications that they develop that support learning and development. But one thing which we see is now picking up is how people are using, or how organizations are using, artificial intelligence enabled tools to actually speed up the translation process. Now how are they doing it is, we have a lot of tools today where you have a master English course, you just run it through an AI enabled program and get a rough machine translation. So this machine translation was, somehow fed into the system sometime. So it considers that, does a machine translation for you, and then comes the human intervention. So it's the human translators who quickly take a look at it, make a few changes, and feed back that into the system again. So you are feeding back a human quality into it, and then the system remembers that for the future. Now, why is that organizations are using this is because that helps them reduce a lot of time, and time is money. So, indirectly, it is actually helping them save a lot of money. Once the machine starts learning the language, once it starts learning the concepts, it tends to suggest vocabulary, it starts creating sentences, it starts utilizing the memory, and give them out a lot of fuzzy matches and things like that. So all of this is what costs money, and that is where they save, and that is why organizations are using translations. In fact, we use that for a lot of our customers today, and it's, well, when we think about machine translating something for us, the immediate thought that comes to mind is, well, that's not what a human has done, so it's like going to be wrong. But we have experience where people say that the machine translation was much closer to what they would see when a human would do the same translation. So which is actually very, very impressive.